Hey guys, my name is Portia and welcome back to my channel. So y'all, so I don't even know where to start. I'm so excited. So I'm doing my first book review. So I told you guys in a few vlogs ago that I was wanting to just take this summer and read some good books, some romance, some thrillers, some fantasies. And so I just finished my first book, When No One Is Watching by Alyssa Cole. Listen, so I'm promise not to say any spoilers. Like, I'm gonna try not to, but y'all, this was a good book. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned. Y'all, this Alyssa girl, Alyssa. This was a good book. So this is my first time reading a thriller. Usually I like to watch thriller and murder mystery type movies, but I've never read a book on it. So without telling you guys too much, this book is mainly about gentrification. Of course, white people moving into a black neighborhood. But how the characters are developed and their background and the characteristics of the white people in this book is crazy. So the whole book follows two main characters. So of course there are lots of other supporting characters, but there are two main characters, a black female and a white male. Black female name is Sydney, white male's name is Theo. And it talks about, it's a thriller because as the white folks are moving in, black people are disappearing. And so when I first started reading this, before I actually started reading this book, when I was reading the synopsis on Google, I got super excited. So let's start with what I don't like. So what I didn't like is I felt the book was a little slow on getting to the action. But once it got there, I'm gonna say around chapter 9 or 10, once it got there, listen, I could not put this thing down. I could not put this book down. And so I think I read this whole book in less than 2 weeks. And I work a full-time job. So what I liked about how Alyssa created the characters is very raw. So I feel like we like to put on this persona that when people do gentrification, it's unintentional. You know, it's just millennials or younger people want to start families and want to be in a more affordable place. Our people wanted to get into real estate in an up and coming area that just happens to be a black neighborhood. This book is very raw in that it lets you know that everything that is done is intentional, is calculated, premeditated, and executed, and usually in the favor of those who are benefiting from it, and not in the favor of those of us who are on the receiving end of it. But one thing that it really goes into is the history of the neighborhood, what it was before black people came, and then how black people changed the neighborhood to now it being a place where real estate developers want to come in and build it up. And the book talks about how gentrification happens in waves, and I love that analogy or metaphor. It was just more like, you know, when waves come up to the shore, you know, it brings new sand, takes away sand, and that's how gentrification was described. You know, like whenever this community first started, it wasn't black people, it was immigrants, and then black people came in, then those non-blacks moved out, and now non-blacks are coming back into it to build it up, right? So I will say the male character throughout this book, I'm back and forth, back and forth. In my head, I'm thinking like, which side is he on? Whose side is he on? Listen, even up to the very end, I was still like, whose side is he on? Like, what's gonna happen? Like, I was waiting for another like twist, but I'm very happy on how it ended. And I felt myself in this book doing a lot of the eye roll. Like when I'm reading, I'm doing a lot of eye rolling and like, no, she didn't. And like, why she do that? And like, these damn people. Like, you find yourself talking to yourself as you're reading the book, like really just like engulfed in what's going on. Like, I couldn't help myself from just turning page by page. Before I knew it, I'm like, oh my God, I'm on chapter 17. Oh my God, I'm at the end. This is definitely something I would definitely reread. And I don't usually reread books. There's only been 3 books in my life that I've read more than once. And this one will be the 4th one. I would definitely add it to a reread. And I was happy with how it ended, though I never condone violence, but what I do believe in is standing up for yourself. And I feel that sometimes we like to sweep things under the rug and just let things be done to us because of the fear of fighting back. But like, I was happy that she decided to be a warrior for her people. Okay, sorry if that's a spoiler for you, but it is what it is. So yeah, guys, this is a definitely 10 out of 10 recommend. 10 out of 10 recommend. This should be on your summer book list. Like, pick it up today. I got mine from Prime, from Amazon. It was here within the next day, actually. Yeah, this is a good book, and it makes you think about how things are done, and that's just the reality of the world that we live in. And I will say, I think that as it pertains to non-Black people, I feel like a lot of white people or non-Black people have the mentality of Theo. As in, you may not have those same racist and angry thoughts towards another group of people, but you can't imagine why and how your people would. I think that a lot of non-Black people just move around this world not understanding how much that we deal with and the things that we have to constantly overcome in this world, through the hands of those that don't look like us. And I think Theo's character was really shocked and surprised to believe that his own people were doing what they were doing. And that's how I think a lot of white people, or non-Black people, especially younger people, I feel like it's not like they condone bad behavior. They just, because they don't think that way, they assume, well, my people can't be doing this. But they do. But anyway, guys, so that's my little 8-minute spiel on this book. 10 out of 10, highly recommend. Please add it to your summer book list, your winter book list, whatever book list. This is a must read. So yeah, guys, so this book is done. Here's my next book. The next book on the list is called So Let Them Burn by Camilla Cole. This is a fantasy book, and I think it's about 2 sisters, and one sister has to decide between saving the life of her sister or being obedient to whatever God that she serves, or supernatural being, or mother, or whatever. Yeah, so I'm excited about this book too. So if you guys are interested in reading this with me, comment down below. Like I said before, I would love to have some kind of a book club going so that we can have discussions as we read. Because y'all, to read this book and then to discuss with people as you go, oh, that would have been wonderful. That would have been great. But it didn't happen that way. So yeah. But that's it, guys. So a little different video from my usual vlogs that I post, but I'm getting ready now to head out for the evening, maybe go to the mall to do some shopping, and I want to get my feet done, get me a pedi. So yeah, so I will catch you guys in next week's video. Bye.